Most Etsy sellers write their titles backwards. They start by asking, what keywords can I fit into my title? Or how many keywords can I fit in there? And I understand why. But today I want to show you a simple change in thinking that'll make writing Etsy titles so much easier. And we'll use real examples. We'll look at Etsy's latest advice on titles, on how to choose stronger keywords. And while we're doing this, I even found a unicorn keyword hiding in a very competitive niche. Let's dig in. For years, Etsy sellers have been told that keywords are important. So naturally, we start collecting as many as we can and try and squeeze them into our titles. But Etsy's own advice suggests we should actually start somewhere else. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you're scrolling through Etsy and you see this title: gift for her, birthday gift for mum, personalized gift. What is it? Is it a necklace, a mug, a candle, a t-shirt? I've no idea. Now compare that to this title: personalized Hebrew name necklace. Instantly, you know what you're looking at, and that's exactly what Etsy says it wants. In the Etsy Seller Handbook, they recommend writing short, clear, descriptive titles and leading with the words that describe your item best. In other words, before a shopper can decide whether they want your item, they first need to understand what it is. And Etsy needs to understand that too. Now, it doesn't mean keywords are dead, far from it. The best Etsy titles still are built around keywords. The difference is that not all keywords are equally useful. So let's go back to our necklace example. If you sell personalized necklaces, you could target necklace, but that's a really broad keyword. Or you could target name necklace. That's better. Or Hebrew name necklace. Now we're getting much more specific. Not only does that describe the product more clearly, but it also tells us something about the shopper. This is where keyword research becomes really powerful. Good keyword research isn't just about finding the words to place in your title. It's about understanding how buyers think and what they're searching for. How do they describe products like yours? What styles and interests are they looking for? That's one of the reasons eRank exists. So instead of guessing what shoppers might search for, you can use eRank's keyword tool to see how popular a keyword really is and how much competition you're up against. If we look at our examples, necklace has that expected huge search volume, but the competition is also wild. Name necklace is more specific, but still very high competition. And then we get to Hebrew name necklace. That's what we call a unicorn keyword. It has healthy searches, people are clicking on it, and the competition is much more manageable. And by targeting Hebrew name necklace, you're not abandoning name necklace or even necklace. You're still clearly describing a type of name necklace and a type of necklace. What you've done is move from a broad audience to a very specific audience. At eRank, we often say that the successful keywords sit at that intersection between demand and opportunity. There may be more shoppers searching for necklace, but there are also far more sellers competing for those views. By niching down, you're not reducing your opportunity, you're increasing your chance to be seen by the shoppers who are most likely to be interested in your product. Don't try and be relevant to everyone, be highly relevant to someone. But once you've found these keywords, don't make the mistake of stuffing every single keyword into your title. Start with that phrase that best describes your item: personalized Hebrew name necklace. Then add supporting details that help shoppers understand it. Silver Jewish jewelry gift, because at the end of the day, the best Etsy title does two things. They help buyers understand exactly what you're selling, and they help Etsy understand exactly what you're selling. This helps Etsy show your item to the right shopper, and it helps the shopper realize your item is just what they want when they see it in search. So before you write your next title, ask yourself one simple question. If someone only reads the first few words, would they immediately know what I'm selling? If the answer is yes, you're probably on the right track. Now, one final thing before you go. Writing a better title is not the finish line on Etsy. It's just the start. Once your title is live, pay attention to how shoppers respond. Are you getting more views, more clicks, more favorites, more sales? Every listing is an experiment, and every result teaches you something about your niche, your products, and your shoppers. Your goal isn't to write the perfect title the first time, it's to keep learning and make your next title a little better than the last one. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. My next video will cover the mistakes Etsy sellers make.